I've seen men build weapons that I couldn't even imagine. I've seen aliens drop from the sky. Yeah. But I have never seen anything like this. How much more are you hiding?
So Black Panther, this is the latest movie in the MCU, and MCU continues to just kill it. Film after film after film, they just don't fail. Back to Black Panther. So the film is directed by Ryan Coogler, and it's starring Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, Lupita Nyong'o, and Denai Guerrero, among others. It's an all-star cast and a big film for the African American community. Alright, so I do have to be honest, and I am gonna say that I didn't like it as much as I thought I was gonna like it. The biggest gripe that I had with the film was the CGI and the music. I really liked Denai Guerrero, man. I want to see a movie just of her. She is a badass fighter with her spear. Denai Guerrero is the ish, man. She is the ish. Not only in acting, but her fight choreography and just all around, she was just amazing. Lupita Nyong'o was great. She played her role very well, but I just don't think they gave her too much material to work with. Shuri, Black Panther's little sister, I really dug her, man. She was so cute, and she really kind of played what Alfred is to Batman. That's who she was for Black Panther. I did like Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther in Civil War, and I liked him here, but I don't think they give him enough. Like, I've heard some other movie reviewers say how Chadwick Boseman was the heart and soul of this movie. I didn't see that. It could have just been anybody else. Not to knock Chadwick Boseman, I just feel like they didn't give him enough to grasp on. Killmonger, some people are saying he's the best MCU villain, period. Other people are saying since Loki. I kind of feel like he overacted a little bit. Like, I wish he played a little more subtle. I'm not an actor, and I'm not a director, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if I would have seen what I think would have played out better, I would end up not liking. I'm just giving you what I think, what my thoughts are right now. For me, Killmonger was two things. Actually, no, three things. Okay. First, he represented, in my opinion, I don't know how many people are going to be able to relate to what I'm about to say. I'm Mexican American, and here in the United States, some people, and I feel it, look at me like not American. When I go to Mexico, some people look at me as not Mexican. So I'm caught in the middle, and there can be some resentment. Who are they to deny me my identity? Killmonger was the resentment that some African Americans hold at the same issue. Here in America, they're not seen as truly American. In Africa, or too many Africans, not all, African Americans are also not African. I've heard stories of African Americans going to Africa and seen as not African, not belonging to that continent. They're just American. So they're kind of in between. So to me, that's who Killmonger represented. The other thing that I think Killmonger also represented was the black community in the ghetto who feel the resentment towards those people, those African American community members that live in that ghetto. When they make it, when they succeed, when they find economic success, then they leave and they turn their backs on the ghetto, never to come back, never to extend a helping hand to everybody else in the ghetto. To many people, getting out of the ghetto and not looking back is the whole point. To other people, becoming successful and then coming back to help your fellow people in the ghetto to make it a better place to live is what it's all about. So I feel that Michael B. Jordan represented that. So Wakanda did not see African Americans. They don't see them as part of people from Africa. That's how I interpreted it. Now, the last one that I said about the ghetto and all that, Wakanda represented the one African nation that made it. The people from the ghetto that find success and they leave, never to look back. Okay, that was Wakanda. All the other African nations and other African people that have been oppressed around the world are the people still in the ghetto. Killmonger represented that anger. Finally, Killmonger was a commentary on Donald Trump. Think about it. Donald Trump ran for president in the United States, and many people, especially the mainstream media, they underestimated him. They thought there was no way he would win. Killmonger had a similar story. When he challenged Black Panther, many people thought he didn't have the right to it, that he would not win. He ended up winning. When he won, he divided Wakanda. Remember Daniel Kaluuya's the Rhino people turned on Wakanda. That's what Donald Trump is doing to America right now. We are very divided. There are those people that support Trump and his hateful rhetoric. And then there's the other side who's very anti-Trump. We had the people in Wakanda who were very anti-Killmonger as their king. And then we have the people that are in the middle and believe that, hey, Donald Trump is our president now. I think we should be loyal. That was who the Dora Milaje were. They felt that, hey, Killmonger won. We're loyal to the throne. There's no other choice we can have. And then finally, I don't like the fact that Donald Trump has access to the nuclear weapons that he does. We have this hateful president that has access to these dangerous, dangerous weapons. Killmonger had now access to all the technology and all the weapons, advanced weaponry that Wakanda had. And he wanted to spread them around the world to begin warring. Whether his wars were to free enslaved people or to help the oppressed, still, it was going to create a lot of chaos. I really liked the way this film paralleled some of the Dark Knight trilogy. You can really tell that Ryan Coogler was heavily influenced by the Dark Knight trilogy. The whole arc of Black Panther becoming the Black Panther and taking the herb and all that felt like a really, really down version of Batman becoming Batman in Batman Begins. Even down to the purple flower. Then, in The Dark Knight, we get the introduction of the Joker in the bank robbery scene. In Black Panther, we get the introduction to Killmonger in the museum robbery scene. And then the whole chase in Busan, which was amazing by the way, felt reminiscent of the whole chase through Gotham between Joker, Batman, and Harvey Dent. And then finally, the biggest influence for me that I think Ryan Coogler had was from The Dark Knight Rises and the whole story arc of Bane breaking Batman's back, and then Batman having to rise up, come back and take his place back, defeating Bane. Down to the moment where Killmonger raises Black Panther up over his head. To me, I was like, hey, that's Bane right there about to break Batman's back. Except for breaking his back, he threw him down the waterfall. And then we get the whole thing of Black Panther recuperating and then coming back. And that's one of the things that I really, really wish that they had taken more time and shown us some more of Black Panther's resilience, maybe his struggles recuperating. Because it felt very quick. It was just like he was in snow. They gave him the flower, and then poof, he was Black Panther again, and he came back and beat Killmonger's ass. It happened a little too quick. So let's talk about the CGI. I really gotta admit, it was terrible. The rhinos, they looked so fake. That really took me out of it. And then a lot of times when they were on the waterfall and on top of the cliffs, I mean, couldn't they really just find an actual clip and filmed it there? As a director, Ryan Coogler was probably thinking like, well, I want a little more of this waterfall and I want a little more of these trees or whatever, but like less is more a lot of times. Less is more. Or hey, get a real cliffside and CGI and some waterfalls or a few extra trees. Particularly the cliff where Killmonger dies, that was the worst CGI I've seen in years. That looked like a cartoon. It didn't even look good enough to fit in a video game. It looked like if I got crayons and drew that. That's way beneath the MCU. Way beneath. I'm a little disappointed. Finally, the music. I did like the way they used the tribal music and all that, and showed off the rich African culture. I liked all that, but I think that they played the theme music too loud in a lot of parts of the movie. So I if I'm not mistaken, the first challenge when T'Challa is challenged by M'Baku, the music there is just way too much. And I even think they did that when Killmonger challenged him. Okay, I think that the music playing there was super dramatic. It was kind of used as more emphasis as, oh my god, there's actual danger here. Well, you know what? I'm actually in the school of thought where I think that in these situations, recall back to The Dark Knight Rises, when it's just Bane and Batman. There's no music there. It's just the raw sounds of Batman and Bane going at it. When Killmonger challenged T'Challa in that fight scene, had they just completely removed the music, that I think that would have been a much more dramatic scene. Finally, yes, it's a movie made almost entirely by African American and black actors and producers and so on and directors, but it's a movie that's based in Africa. It just seemed a little off to me to use rap in this film. So I think a little rap is okay, but I just feel like it would have benefited more from just more of the actual tribalist music and other music, but just I feel like it was just used rap just because like, oh, it's a black made film. But then again, I'm saying this as a non-black person myself, so but that's just me. The suit. I think that the whole suit coming out of the necklace, way too convenient. And that I feel like kind of borrowed off of Iron Man and how his whole suit can come out of like what, I don't know, his watch now. Guys, I might surprise you guys. I feel like Black Panther, while a good movie, it's just one of those movies where I liked it, but I'm not that excited about going to watch it again. I watched it and I was kind of content with what I got. There's no sense of like, oh, I gotta go watch it again. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments. If you like my video, hit the like button. If you liked it even more, subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.
I'm gonna burn it all. What happens now determines what happens to the rest of the world. You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and count out. The revolution will not be televised. Let's have some fun. The revolution will be live.